In the late 1800s, the streets of Victorian London were filled with mystery and fear. Among the fog and gas lamps of Whitechapel, a shadowy figure prowled. This is the story of Jack the Ripper. Whitechapel was a district teeming with life, but plagued by poverty and crime. It was a place where the struggles of daily life met the dark underbelly of the city, and where the Ripper found his hunting ground. Starting in August 1888, a series of brutal murders shook this area. The victims were 5 women: Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly. Each had a hard life marked by hardship. These women were found in horrifying conditions, their throats cut and their bodies mutilated. The brutality of the crimes shocked the city and created an atmosphere of dread and panic. With each murder, the pressure on the police grew. Detectives scoured Whitechapel, interviewing witnesses and piecing together the scant evidence left behind. But the Ripper seemed always one step ahead, a ghost in the night. Evidence was scarce and often misleading. The infamous Dear Boss letter, signed Jack the Ripper, taunted the police and inflamed public curiosity. But was it from the killer or just another hoax? I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. Signed, Jack the Ripper. Speculation about the Ripper's identity was rampant. Theories ranged from local butchers and doctors to prominent figures like Montague John Druitt and Aaron Kosminski. Each suspect brought a new twist to the story, but none were definitively identified as the Ripper. Montague John Druitt was a barrister with a troubled life, while Aaron Kosminski was a Polish immigrant with a history of mental illness. Both were scrutinized, but the true identity of Jack the Ripper remained elusive. The media played a significant role, feeding the public's fear and fascination. Newspapers with sensational headlines about the murders flew off the stands, keeping the story of the Ripper alive in the minds of Londoners. Jack the Ripper became more than just a murderer. He was a phantom that represented the hidden darkness within society, a figure who has captivated imaginations for over a century. Today, Whitechapel has transformed, but the legend of Jack the Ripper still lingers. His story has inspired countless books, films, and documentaries, each attempting to solve the mystery that baffled the Victorian police. Modern-day tourists walk the same streets, retracing the steps of a killer whose identity remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Jack the Ripper's shadow still looms over London, a chilling reminder of the fear that once gripped this city. Jack the Ripper, an enigma lost in time, whose story continues to haunt and intrigue. A tale of terror that refuses to be forgotten.